ブリーチ
Okay, let's read chapter 146 of Bleach, Demon Loves the Dark. We seem to have wrapped up the bit with Renji and Byakuya, maybe, and Gin and Urukia were having a conversation, and we're back to Kenpachi and these guys. So that's kind of where we had left things. Gote Sanju Tai no Taichou no Za ni tsuku houhou wa mitsu aru. Okay. As for the method for, I'm going to guess, like obtaining the seat of the captain of the 13 palace squads, 3 exist. So 3 methods exist. Tsuku here is an unfortunate word because it means like a billion things. This tsuku means to ascend to the throne. So that makes sense here. As for methods to ascend to the seat of captain of the 13 palace squads, 3 exist. So it's this guy talking. Apparently he feels the need to pontificate on this right now. Hitotsume wa. As for the first method, ho-ho. If only it were an actual ho-ho. 総隊長を含む隊長3名以上の立ち会いのもと行われる大衆試験に合格すること。Okay. 合格 is to pass an examination. Okay, so as for the first method, all of the captains, excluding or including Sou Taichouを含む隊長3名以上の立ち会いのもと行われ大衆試験. All right, we'll figure this out. We're not going to see Taishu. Okay. That's just like a squad leader, squad head exam. Being preceded or being to progress, or what do you call it? What is okonaru? To be conducted, to be performed. Chiai, no, tachiai. Tachiai, we're going to go with presence session to be matched against. Okay. And then fukumu. Is that to contain, including? Oh, okay. Sou Taichou is not all of the captains. That would be like Zen Taichou. Sou Taichou is the Uber squad captain. That's the old guy, whatever his name is that I can't remember because we haven't seen him in like 3 months. Okay. So as for the first method, or getting a seat as captain, it's the Uber squad captain and including more than 3 squad captains. It's that a session no moto okonawareru. I guess like moto can mean under, like under the influence or guidance of. So like under the influence or guidance of, being preceded, being conducted, the squad leader test passing. Okay, so as for the first method, it's the event of doing a successful passing of the squad leader exam being conducted under the session or presence of more than 3 captains, including the all captain, the big captain. Okay, that took way too long for that. 2つ目は, as for the second method, 体長6名以上の推薦を受け残る7名のうち3名以上にそれを承認されること。Okay. As for the second method, more than 6 captains, suisen, that's going to be like recommendation. Yeah, a recommendation or endorsement, receiving a recommendation or endorsement of more than 6 captains, and of the 7 remaining captains, more than 3, that thing, shonin, like confirmation or agreement being done. That event. Yeah, recognition, acknowledgement being done. Okay, so that's a pretty large majority of the captains that would have to agree. そして、3つ目が, and then the third method, 隊員200名以上の立ち会いのもと、現行の隊長を一騎打ちで倒すことだ。Squad personnel, 200, more than 200 squad personnels under the presence of Genko. Genko. Present, current, in operation. Oh, okay, so a present or current captain, Iki Uchide. Iki here is, oh, oops. Oh, Iki Uchi, personal combat, 1-to-1 fighting. Iki Uchi de taosu koto da. So the third method is the event of taking out in 1-to-1 fighting, personal combat, a present captain while under the presence or supervision of more than 200 squad personnel. 知ってるぜ. I'm familiar. I know. それがなんだ? That is what? So what of it? Oh, and we did have sound effects going here. Shoo. That's him swinging this thing around. You kind of hear it in the background there. Shoo, 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 shoo. That's what all that was. Shoo, shoo. Watashi wa. As for me, Zaraki Kenpachi omae ga. You, Zenpaki, Kenpachi Zaraki, 11番隊の全隊長を殺して隊長の座についた時から、as for me, you, Kenpachi, since the time of ascending to the seat of captain, killing the previous captain of the 11th company, 100人にも似た強い不安を感じていた。Sensing or feeling a strong unease that resembled, well, no. something resembling strong unease that was even to kakushin. And that's kakushin, not kakunin. A conviction. Okay, so as for me, subtext, and then as for me, sensing or feeling a resembling strong unease, like to a conviction, even to a conviction or a belief. Okay. Kono, I guess this is now his conviction or belief. Kono otoko wa ma mono da. As for this man, is a devil, demon, a ma mono. You don't see that too often, though. Yeah, because it means like goblin or apparition, but okay. 暴力を食らい血をすする。すする。Sipping, slurping, blood, and eating violence. Or like sipping blood that consumes or devours violence. 我々とは違う存在だ. As for with us, different existence. Like it's a different existence when compared with us. ここにいさせてはいけない. As in this place, koko. Sorry. In this place, as for allowing to exist or remain, cannot go. So we cannot allow him to exist here. この男はいずれ必ず. As for this man, いずれ. 必ず is without fail. So いずれ means at any rate, without fail. As for this man. 我々の平和を破滅させる. We, our peace, annihilation will be done. So, or will make happen. He will make happen the annihilation. Yeah, he will make annihilation of peace, of our peace. And ware ware is the 13 palace squads. そして事実お前は今 and so in reality, as for you now, 了解を助け我々と敵対しこの精霊体をさらなる混乱に陥れようとしてる. Okay, so you now, in reality, helping Ryoka, and the Ryoka are the outside intruders, helping the Ryoka, opposing us, or doing as an opponent, us. Ikitai? Yeah, doing hostility or antagonism with us. And again, ware, he doesn't use the kanji here, but he's using ware as the 13 palace squads. And this seirete, which is the inner part of the soul society, saranadu konran ni. Saranadu. Even more, further still, into chaos, into disorder, konran, otoshireru is to hatching a plan, tricking someone, assaulting. That's probably one. Assaulting. You're doing that. You're doing the manner or appearance of an assault into chaos, into disorder, all the more of this seirete, this inner sanctum. Osaraku wa, omae jishin ga atta saranaru tatakai o hossuru ga yue ni. Okay. Osaraku is perhaps. So, but why wa? Osaraku wa. I fear it is likely that. You yourself, it's just all the more, further still, fighting, doing, desiring. And yue ni is there. Oh. I guess maybe that's just a way to conclude, like, and that's why you're desiring all the more fighting. You don't see hossuru too much. Yeah, wanting or desiring. Okay, that's the kanji for hoshi, so that makes sense to hossuru. Chigao ka zaraki? Okay, this is a little bit weird because that little blip makes it look like this is Zaraki back here, but it's not him saying that. It's still this guy saying it. Is it different, Zaraki? So it's not him saying it. It's still this guy. Gocha gocha urusei yo. Shut up with your yammering. Yo wa teme ga seigi no mikata datte ite dake daro. As for the necessity, what does yo mean here? The need? We want just this kanji. Yeah, okay. Main point, requirement, need. As for the main point, or as for the need or requirement, you, like a righteous ally, you're saying that? Is that just what you're wanting to say? Ite dake daro. Oops. So you're just wanting to say that you are the righteous ally, the righteous side. Ha! Mawari kudo yaro daze. So humph. Mawari kudoi. So like beating around the bush. Yeah. Circuitous, roundabout, indirect dude. Sonna ni ore ga ki ni kuwane nara. Ki ni ku? Oh, kuwanai. Unable to stomach. That's sort of a me if unable to stomach. So if you're not able to handle or unable to stomach me like that, tottoto bankai shite hiri kakatte kuria ii daro ga, then quickly do bankai and I guess kiri kakatte. Oh, to begin to cut, assault. Doing that is good, isn't it? Wouldn't it? So basically, he's continuing to taunt him into bankai. Shigao, it's different. Kini kuwanu nado to itteru no de wa nai. Unable to stomach and whatever, saying as for that does not exist. So I'm not saying that unable to stomach you. Gashan. All right. Not sure what this is supposed to be, but we have at least a za. Yoroshigatai to itteru no da. Saying it's difficult to forgive or difficult to allow. I don't think yoroshigatai means, yeah, hard to forgive. Which also apparently means intolerable, excusable. I don't equate those two kind of concepts. Something that's hard to forgive means like, well, okay, I can forgive you. It's just hard. Intolerable is like, no. Inexcusable. Whatever, though. Yurushigatai. Okay, we get our splash page. Warera no kizuita heiwa o midasu. Making chaotic the peace of the something our peace. Warera kizuita. Oh, amassed, piled up. Putting into chaos our amassed, built up peace. Omae no genko sono subete ga. With your words and actions, genko? Speech and behavior, yeah. All of it. With all of your speech and behavior, you're putting into chaos, putting into disorder our built up, amassed peace. Urami wa nai. As for a grudge, does not exist. So I don't hold a grudge against you. Daga, but heiwa no tame ni wa kesu mo yamu nashi. As for to the purposes of peace, so in order to have peace, kesu mo yamu nashi. It's like no choice but to kesu, to erase. That's not the normal pronunciation for kesu. This is metsu, meaning to annihilate. Kesu is the one here that means to like erase, cross out. All kind of the same thing. Personally, I think metsu is a lot more right, destroy, ruin. So he's using that kanji, which obviously doesn't happen in actual speech. But the author is denoting, I think, a harsher sense of what he means by kesu here. It's not just getting rid of, it's like utterly destroying. And then again, yamu nashi means like reluctance. It's unavoidable. So again, as for to the purposes of restoring peace, or in order to restore peace, it's unavoidable, even annihilation, destruction. But it's not a grudge. It's to restore peace. Okay. Duh. Oh, sorry. Dun. Zoom. Tolsen. Tolsen. That's this guy, right? Gashan. Hey, Akun, how's it going? Okay, he's doing something with the ring on the hilt here. Oh, it's growing. Go. Bankai. Okay, Bankai time. Lots of rings. Pakyun. Gyum, gyum. Oh. Okay, I guess that's an overhead shot now. Keen. Do, 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 do. The rings are doing something. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, this is interesting. So the rings have like formed a little like ring. A big ring. Let's take a look. With the kanji in here, there's various meanings, right? This is bones. This is that shirasu? Yeah, to scatter. Isn't that hagashi? No. That's something else. This is maybe moon. Let's see if we can find this one real quick. Oops. I didn't do that right. I've got the right thing. Let me make sure I did this middle part right. I wasn't quite sure on that. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's. Huh. This should be right. I mean, it doesn't look great, but that is Kuchi, right? And then we've got this little top hat on top of Mimi. And then we've got the typical like axe thing here. Huh. Okay, that's not showing up. I'm going to look one more spot before giving up, which is the multi-radical kanji. We'll look up that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am not seeing this. Must be misinterpreting something on the, I'm looking for it over here. I don't see. This is, I mean, not really close. Not close at all. There's some similarities. Okay, I don't see this kanji at all. So I may be misreading something there. Whatever, it's not critical. What do we have here? He's giving the actual attack name, Suzumushi Suishiki. So this is like something, an insect closing. Actually, Suzumushi. Yeah, bell cricket, like closing ceremony. The first kanji is a little bit different. It kind of means blue, but we're fine. Or fresh, or whatever sei means. And then we've got Enma Horogi. Enma is the name of the ruler of the underworld. Right? There's Enma, yeah. Enma. Oh, okay. It's an actual cricket. So these are all just insect names. But Enma, again, ruler of the dead, and then another type of cricket. So it's an oriental garden cricket or an Enma field cricket. That's the name of his attack. Boom. And we can kind of see some of the other symbols. I'm not going to be able to see enough of that to gander a guess. That might be he. So rather than try to... If I were a little bit more knowledgeable, these symbols may derive from something that's like a sutra or something. I have no clue. これが私の挽回. This is my bankai. It created like a big balloon. Boom. この空間すべてが私の挽回だ. Hey, it's like the domain expansion. This space, all of it, is my bankai. Is my bankai. Okay. どうだ? What do you think? How is it? Zaraki. So what do you think, Zaraki? Sasuga no omae mo souzou sura shite inakatta koukei daro? As expected of even you, imagination doing shite inakata. Like, I guess doing the imagination didn't exist. Like, you couldn't have imagined it. The sight. Oh yeah, it's a sight that like not able to imagine. Right? Koukei is yeah, a scene, a sight, a spectacle. To wa ittemo. As for saying that, as for even saying that, Sudeni nani mo. Sudeni in the end. Yeah, already too late. Nothing. Already too late. Nani mo miete wa inai daro ga na. As for able to see, nothing existing probably, isn't it? So, already too late. You're not able to see anything, are you? Interesting. Nanda koitsu wa? What is it? As for this thing. Nani mo miene. Not able to see anything. Nothing is visible. Nani mo kikoene. Nothing able to hear. Not able to hear anything. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Oh, why is this chapter so long? Doda. How is it? Hikari mo oto mo nai mumyo no sekai wa. As for a world without light or sound. Wait, what is mumyo? Ignorance. Oh, okay. Even light, even sound, not existing, world of ignorance. As for that, although it's this avidya is more of this idea of like a spiritual darkness. So, okay. Osoroshi daro. It's like horrific, terrifying, isn't it? Kono enma korogi wa naka ni iru mono subete no reiatsu chikaku to shikaku chokaku. He's going through the different senses. Kyukaku made o ubai. As for this Enma cricket, the attack name, every person existing inside, their spiritual pressure, chikaku, perception. Spiritual pressure, perception, sense of sight, sense of hearing, sense of smell, even that, snatching. It's the snatching of all those things. Mumyo no jikoku o tsukuridasu. Manufacturing a hell of ignorance or a hell of spiritual darkness. 地獄から逃れられるのはただ一人。From hell, as for the one being able to escape, it's just one person. じゃあ、このスズムシ本体を握るものだけだ。This cricket, this bell cricket itself, grasping person only. So only one person able to escape from this hell. It's just the person holding, grasping the bell cricket itself. Go. Mudada. It's wasted. Pointless. 切った方法からの推測だけで動いても私を捉えることなどできない。Okay, so, 推測. Guessing or conjecturing. Even if move through just guessing or conjecturing in the from the direction of the cutting or the attacking, me capturing event and etc. of me not possible. So you won't be able to catch me. You won't be able to catch me by just moving and guessing in the direction of the attack. Naze nara. Why is that the case? Well, どれほどの手だれでも突然光を奪われれば、そこにかすかな恐怖が生まれるからだ。どれほど, whatever extent of a 手だれ. Skill. Okay, so like no matter how skillful or masterful of a hand, unexpectedly, suddenly, all at once, light, if it's snatched away.
Hello there.
In that place, kasukana. Faint, dim, weak, fear is born. That's why. Okay? Kasukana kyofu wa, as for faint, dim, weak fear, ugoki o hanbo okuraseru. As for weak, dim, faint fear, it is half some slowness to movements. Ugoki o hanbo oku. Han. Oh, is that pull? It's pull. Unpull. A half step late being done. A half step lateness to movements. So it slows the movements. Makes the movements a half a step late. 生まれた時から since the time of being born, 光を持たぬ私の動きには as for to the movements of me, not seeing light, not holding light since the time of being born. So he's continuing a phrase here. But for me, who basically hasn't seen light since the time he was born, Okay. He gets interrupted in his pontification by Kenpachi. Nah, whoa. Nita. Smirk. Grin. Zawa. Or Zaku. Koitsu. This guy. Naruhodo. So ka. I see now. Yeah, I see. Is that so? Za. Omae wa mamono. As for you, again, like a devil being. 無明の地獄はお前の住みか. As for an ignorant hell, as for a spiritual darkness hell, it's your sumika, which is like, yeah, dwelling house, residence. 恐怖など元よりないというわけか. Fear and things like that from the beginning, from the original, not existing, that's the reason. So like basically the reason is fear didn't exist even from the beginning, did it? So basically this guy's Bankai not doing too much. いいだろう. Fine then. Enough. ならばこちらも恐怖など. If that's the case, then this direction also, meaning me also, fear and things like that. 感じる暇も与えまい. Sensing free time also 与えまい. Hima. Spare time. Oh, because like will not give. Will not give even like the feeling of spare time. So I'm not going to relent. I won't give you the feeling that you have free time. Hima. Okay, I guess we're switching over to the, whatever it's called. The execution site. Za. それでは、これより as for with that, more than this, 術式を開始する. The technique do beginning. Like let's begin the technique. Are they really calling it the technique? Jutsu. Yeah, I mean they really are. I'm not sure why Jutsu Shiki isn't coming up anymore. Anyway. Or the art ceremony, whatever it is. Oh, okay. And then that's the end. Oh, look at all the words I don't want to translate. Okay, let's just read this. Meanwhile, in the world of living, Series 6. Gorgeousness and sex and rock and roll and my body. Mr. Kon's Me diary. Me as an ore, like all about me. Number 2. August 13th, sunny, hare. Today's the day of the soccer game, but I haven't found my perfect body yet. Oh, my beautiful, sexy body, where are you? What's wrong with you? Shape up, dude. Look, they're here. Shut up, you guys have no idea what I'm going through. There you go. All right, that was the end of chapter 146. We will continue next time with 147.